A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Pitt QB Kenny Pickett stays in Pittsburgh. After a promising college career, Pitt quarterback Kenny Pickett has been picked by the Steelers in the 2022 NFL Draft.
He's a hometown hero, a veteran, and a franchise quarterback. Pittsburgh fans will have a chance to see him in action this fall when the Steelers begin their preseason and training camp.
He should be able to prove his value as an NFL player to their adoring fanbase. Pitt QB Kenny Pickett is a hometown hero.
The Pittsburgh Steelers drafted Pitt QB Kenny Pickett in the first round of the 2022 NFL Draft. The team considered Malik Willis as the top pick, but ultimately drafted Pickett instead.
The Steelers liked the Pittsburgh native's maturity and NFL readiness. They also saw him as a legitimate competitor for the starting job, even though Mitch Trubisky and Mason Rudolph were also considered.
The Steelers cited Pickett's ability to throw the ball in a pro-style offense. They also liked the Pittsburgh's ability to learn the full system.
Colbert also called this QB class a unique one. Pittsburgh quarterbacks have a long history with college football.
Pitt quarterbacks often struggle in the NFL. Pittsburgh's brass is willing to risk it to find a franchise quarterback.
They traveled to pro days and evaluated prospects, and in the end, they opted to draft Pitt quarterback Kenny Pickett. Pittsburgh brass values maturity in their quarterbacks, and they believe Pickett is ready to make a significant contribution to the NFL.
Pittsburgh Steelers drafted a hometown hero in Pitt QB Kenny Pickett in the 2022 draft. The Pittsburgh Steelers were interested in a quarterback to complement their new starting quarterback Mitchell Trubisky, so they targeted the QB position for their draft class.
Pittsburgh's QB, a hometown hero, was considered a top 10 pick by the team. He's a franchise quarterback.
There are plenty of reasons to pick a quarterback, but one of the biggest reasons to go with a local kid is that the team is not particularly desperate to win a Super Bowl. Pittsburgh has a quarterback room that includes Mason Rudolph and Mitchell Trubisky, as well as running back Najee Harris, wide receivers Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson, and tight end Pat Freiermuth.
However, the team believes that the only thing that separates the two is their belief that Pickett is an elite passer in the draft class and a future starter. Despite these high expectations, Pickett's draft stock has dropped since he was picked in the first round.
Last season, he was regarded as the Steelers' best prospect and rose up draft boards. He threw for 4,308 yards with 42 touchdowns and 7 interceptions in 13 games.
Pickett checks off the boxes of a future franchise quarterback. He has a good arm, is accurate, and is an excellent athlete. Pittsburgh is still searching for the franchise quarterback after the retirement of Ben Roethlisberger.
This year's NFL Draft features many college quarterbacks, so Pittsburgh is likely to get at least 5 or 6 in the first round. Pickett has experience playing in Pittsburgh and set school records.
During his pro day and NFL combine, he measured 8.5 inches. He's a mature young man.
Despite his youth, Kenny Pickett has already proven to be a valuable commodity for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The team's brass evaluated him in the first round, traveling to various pro days to evaluate his skills.
The team liked his maturity, a trait that is highly valued by the organization. As a result, the team selected him over the other quarterbacks in the draft.
The Pittsburgh Steelers selected Pitt quarterback Kenny Pickett with the 20th overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The team had been on the lookout for a quarterback after Ben Roethlisberger announced his retirement.
The Pittsburgh native had a stellar college football career, starting a season in every season and improving his statistics each year. He was a Heisman Trophy finalist and won the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award as the nation's top senior quarterback.
Moreover, he led the Pittsburgh Panthers to an 11-2 record in his final year. If the Pittsburgh Steelers are willing to spend the money to draft a quarterback, this may be the way to go.
The Steelers have been smart about their quarterbacks throughout the draft, and their recent acquisitions include QB Mitch Trubisky, a second-round pick, and Wr. Richard Pickett. These are just a few of the many quarterbacks the team is interested in.
He's a veteran. With Ben Roethlisberger set to retire, the Pittsburgh Steelers needed to find a backup quarterback and took advantage of the draft's late rounds to select a quarterback.
Picking number 20 overall, they had their pick of the litter, as no quarterbacks were taken in the first 19 picks.
Despite the fact that the Steelers have signed veteran quarterback Mitchell Trubisky to a 2-year, borderline backup deal, it's safe to say that the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't settling for a mediocre pick and expect to see Pickett compete for a starting job right away if Steelers selected Kenny Pickett as the 20th overall pick in the NFL draft.
The Pittsburgh native was a standout at the University of Pittsburgh and is a solid backup for current quarterback Mitchell Trubisky. He'll join backup Mason Rudolph and Mitchell Trubisky in the quarterback room.
A quarterback competition will probably be held in the summer, but for now, the Steelers are in the market for a QB to compete with Trubisky and Rudolph. While Pittsburgh's new quarterback will not replace Roethlisberger, they do have the option to upgrade the team's offensive line.
The team's need for a veteran quarterback was evident in their draft strategy. While the Steelers had a number of QBs in the past few years, they waited patiently to find a quarterback this time.
Then, they passed on other picks, choosing instead a veteran quarterback. There's a solid passer.
The Steelers haven't selected a quarterback in the first round since 2004, and Ben Roethlisberger will retire at the end of the season. However, head coach Mike Tomlin says Pickett will be a solid competition for Mitch Trubisky and Mason Rudolph in 2022.
Kevin Colbert noted that Pickett's small hands were a concern, but he has plenty of experience under his belt. After 5 seasons with the Panthers, Pickett threw for 12,303 yards and 81 touchdowns while compiling a record of 85 yards per attempt.
After evaluating quarterbacks, the Steelers decided on Pickett, who had the best floor. They analyzed his tape and intangibles to determine that he would be a good long-term starter in the NFL.
After looking at the tape, they determined that his athleticism and football IQ will be a plus. Those qualities could put him ahead of most other quarterbacks, but they will have to be weighed against the risk of early injuries.
After the super senior year, Pickett has improved his draft stock. He went from a solid college player to the top quarterback prospect of the 2022 NFL draft class.
His impressive senior year allowed him to make big strides and become a better passer than Hall of Famer Dan Marino. The Steelers will now be able to use the 2022 NFL Draft to address their needs at the quarterback position.
He's ready to succeed Ben Roethlisberger. If Ben Roethlisberger retires this offseason, Pittsburgh Steelers general manager Mike Tomlin is confident that quarterback Kenny Pickett is ready to take his place.
The Steelers have already signed free agents Mitch Trubisky and Mason Rudolph and are likely to compete with Pickett for the starting job in 2018. However, Pickett has made quite a splash at Pitt as a freshman.
He engineered an upset over Miami in the regular season and earned the nickname Kenny Perfect. Despite his success, he played for an average Pitt team in the ACC.
Pittsburgh Steelers general manager Mike Tomlin is confident that the rookie quarterback will be able to lead the team into a title game. Despite the lack of experience, the Steelers have loaded up on both defense and offense.
But despite their upgraded offensive line, they aren't going to win many games through the air. They'll likely start a rookie quarterback in the first game.
While some of the veteran quarterbacks are slated to be traded, Pittsburgh isn't in the market to trade them. While the Steelers aren't likely to sign a first-round quarterback this year, they have some free agent options to consider.